Sutra of the Medicine Buddha, translated from Sanskrit into Chinese by the Tang Dynasty Tripitaka Master Xuanzang.
As you can tell, this afternoon we will go through the Sutra of the Medicine Buddha. Sutra of the Medicine Buddha, repeatedly rated Tathagata, is passed down merits and virtues. Thus have a hold. Once Buddha Shakyamuni, the word of one, was traveling throughout the various lands to teach and compose the people. When he arrived in Fasheli, he rested under the tree of music, accompanied by 8,000 great bhikshus and an immeasurably great assembly, including 36,000 great Bodhisattvas as well as kings, great ministers, Brahmins, laymen, women, the 8 types of divinities, and other human and non-human beings gathered respectfully around the Buddha as he preached the Dhamma. At that time, the Buddha Shakyamuni, prince of the Dhamma, received the awesome spiritual power of the Buddha, rose from his seat, adjusted his robe to bear his shoulder, knelt on his right knee, he bowed deeply and with palms joined respectfully addressed the Buddha with one. May I please request you to explain the various names and titles, the great Bodhisattvas and the splendid virtues of the Buddhas, so that those who are listening to you will be freed of karmic obstructions while in the future. Sentient beings in the Dhamma semblances will also derive great benefit and joy. The Buddha praised the Bodhisattva Manjushri, saying, "Excellent, excellent Manjushri. Out of compassion, you have urged me to explain the names and titles, merits and virtues and past paths of the Buddhas in order to liberate those who are bound by karmic obstructions and bring benefit, peace, and joy to all sentient beings in the Dhamma semblance age now." Listen attentively and reflect very carefully upon what I'm about to say. The Buddha Shakyamuni replied, "So be it, one. We will joyfully listen to whatever you wish to teach." The Buddha then said to the Manjushri, the Bodhisattva Manjushri, "East of this world, past countless Buddhalands are more numerous than the grains of sand in the 10 Ganges rivers. There exists a world called pure lapis lazuli. The Buddha of that world is called the Medicine Buddha lapis lazuli Tathagata, radiant Tathagata. The perfect enlightened, perfect in mind and deed, will come, knower of the world, as about being Tema, teacher of the gods and men, Buddha was one, Manjushri. When the honored Medicine Buddha was chanting the Bodhisattva path, he solemnly made 12 great vows to grant sentient beings whatever they desired. First great vow: I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme perfect enlightenment, brilliant ways will shine forth from my body emanating infinite, countless, boundless realms. This body will be adorned with the 32 marks of greatness and 80 auspicious characteristics. Furthermore, I will enable all sentient beings to become just like me. Second great vow: I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, my body inside and out will erect and bind wide to the charity and flawless purity of lapis lazuli. This body will be adorned with the substantive virtues and dwell peacefully in the midst of well-aligned, more significant, magnificent than the sun moon. The light will awaken the minds of all beings dwelling in darkness, enabling them to get in the pursuit according to the wishes. Third great vow: I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, I will, with infinite wisdom, skillful means, provide to all sentient beings with an inexhaustible quantity of goods to meet their material needs. They will never want for anything. Fourth great vow, I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, I will set all who follow heroic ways upon the path to enlightenment. Likewise, I will set those who follow the heretical and practice Buddha ways onto the Mahayana path. Fifth great vow, I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, I will help all the countless sentient beings who cultivate the path of morality in accordance with my Dharma to observe the rules of conduct, precepts to perfection in commodity with the three root precepts, and precepts even those guilty of disparaging or violating the precepts will regain the purity upon hearing my name and avoid descending upon the evil path. Sixth great vow. I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, sentient beings will see perfect bodies whose sense activation, while ugly, stupid, blind, deaf, mute, crippled, hunchback, leprous, insane, or suffering from various other illnesses will, upon hearing my name, acquire well-formed bodies endowed with intelligence, with all senses intact, will be free of illness and suffering. Seventh great vow, I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, sentient beings afflicted with various illness, with no one to help them, no one to come, no physicians, no medicine, no family, no home, all destitute and miserable, will, as long as my name hath through the years, be relieved of all the illness, with mind and body peaceful and contented. They will enjoy home, family, and property in abundance, and eventually realize and surpass supreme enlightenment. Eighth great vow, I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, those women who are extremely disgusted with hundreds of afflictions that before women, and wish to abandon their female form, will, upon hearing my name, all be reborn as men. They will be endowed with characteristics of Buddhas and eventually realize and surpass supreme enlightenment. Ninth great vow. I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, I will help all sentient beings escape from the demon's net and free themselves from the bonds of heretical paths. Should they be caught in the thicket of wrong views, I will lead them to correct views gradually, inducing them to cultivate the practices of disciples and swiftly realize supreme perfect enlightenment. Tenth great vow. I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, those sentient beings who are shackled, beaten, imprisoned, condemned to death, or otherwise subject to countless miseries and humanities by royal decree, and who are suffering body and mind from this oppression, need early hear my name to be freed from all these afflictions, thanks to the awesome power of my merits and virtues. 11th great vow, I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, if sentient beings who are tormented by hunger and thirst to the point of creating evil karma in their attempts to survive, should succeed in hearing my name, reciting single-mindedly and fast to it, I will first satisfy them with the most exquisite food and drink. Ultimately, it is through the flavor of Dharma that I will establish them in the realm of peace and happiness. 12th great vow. I vow that in a future life, when I have attained supreme enlightenment, if sentient beings who are utterly destitute, lacking clothing to protect them from mosquitoes and flies, heat and cold, and are suffering their not should hear my name, recite it single-mindedly, and hold fast to it. The wishes will be fulfilled. They will immediately receive all manner of exquisite clothing, precious diamonds, flagellants, and incense powder, and will enjoy music and entertainment to their heart's content. Manjeshwari, these are the 12 sublime bonds made by the wood elements and Buddha lapis lazuli, radiance, Saskata, Arhat, the perfect enlightenment when he was cultivating the Bodhisattva path. Manjeshwari, as to the great bonds made by the Medicine Buddha while he was following the Bodhisattva path, as well as the merits, virtues, and adornments of his Buddha land. I cannot possibly describe them all, even if I were to speak for a year or more. However, this Buddha land is utterly pure. You will find no women, no evil past, no even crisis of sufferings there. In this land, the ground is made of lapis lazuli, boundaries and are demarcated, demarcated. In this land, the ground is made of life easily. The boundaries are demarcated with golden cords. The towns, towers, palaces, pavilions, as well as the balconies, windows, and draperies are all made of the seven treasures. The merits, virtues, and adornments of this realm are identical to those of Amitabha Buddha land's pure land in the west. In this land dwell two great Bodhisattvas, universal solar radiance and universal lunar radiance. Among the countless Bodhisattvas, there are leaders, and their leaders, each in turn, will succeed in the medicine Buddha and succeed to his true Dharma treasury. For those reasons, usually all devout men and women should vow to be born in this land. The Buddha Shakyamuni communion then told the Bodhisattva usually. There are sentient beings who cannot tell right from wrong. They are greedy and mean. Do not practice charity and do not understand the rules of generosity. Are ignorant and unintelligent, lacking the foundation faith. They amass riches which they match the oxygen hold, but rare for they come across anyone seeking charity. They become annoyed. If forced to give, they feel as much pain and regret as if they were parting with their own flesh. Moreover, there are also countless sentient beings who are miserly and avaricious. They spend time amassing wealth while not dwelling to spend it even on themselves, let alone on parents, spouses, children, servants, or beggars upon their debts. This stingy presence will descend down to the paths of hunger, ghosts, or animality. However, even though they may suffer such a fate, living a profuse existence in the human realm, they happen to hear the name of the medicine Buddha, now recall and recite his name, even briefly, they will immediately vanish from the evil past to be born once more among humans. However, they would remember their stand, evil past, and dreading their past suffering, will cease to wallow in worldly pleasures. They will gladly practice charity themselves, praise others who do so, and this will no longer be stingy. Will no longer be stingy. Eventually, they will even be able to donate their head, eyes, limbs, blood, flesh, or other parts of their bodies to those who need them, not to mention mere material possessions. Moreover, Manchuria, there are sentient beings who have accepted the teachings of the selector, but have violated the precepts of moral laws, or they have not violated the precepts but have broken the regulations or else, while they have violated neither the precepts nor the regulations. They have disparaged right views, or they have not disparaged right views, but have abandoned extensive study of the Dharma, thus cannot explain the profound meaning of the sutras preached by the Buddha, or else, although they may be learned, they have grown conceited because conceit clouds their minds. They believe that they are in the right, others in the wrong. Therefore, they depreciate, deprecate.
Deprecate.
Deprecate the correct Dharma and ally themselves with demons. Such deluded persons not only follow wrong views themselves, they also lead countless other sentient beings into the same great pitfall. These sentient beings are bound to wander endlessly on the paths of hill animality and hungry goats. Yet if they succeed in hearing the name of the missing Buddha, they will abandon the evil conduct of as well as to cultivate wholesome ways, and thus they avoid descending upon the evil path. Even those who cannot abandon evil practices or cultivate wholesome teachings that descend down to the evil path can still benefit from the awesome power of the medicine Buddha's past vows. If they through this vow, they should hear his name even briefly. The lives on the evil path will end, and They will be born again in the human realm. They will hold right views, correct views, diligently pursue their practices and tame their minds. They will then be able to abandon the home life to become monks and nuns. They will uphold and study the Dharma of the Tathagata rather than disparage and violate it. With great views and extensive study, they will fathom the extremely profound meaning of the teachings, abandon all conceit and cease to disparage in the great Dharma. They will no longer have demons as companions, but will gradually cultivate the practices of the observers and swiftly perfect them. Moreover, Manjushri, there are sentient beings who are avaricious, envious, jealous, and accustomed to praising themselves and disparaging others. They are bound to sink onto the three evil paths, suffering intense misery for countless thousands of years. When this intense suffering comes to an end, they will be born in the human world as oxen, horses, donkeys, or camels, often beaten and mistreated. They will suffer hunger and thirst and constantly travel along the road carry heavy loads. If they succeed in training as human beings, they will be among the poor and lonely, always serving others, constantly receiving orders, never being free. However, if any of them in a former incarnation as a human being have heard the name of the word and medicine Buddha, and as a result of this good cause, now remember and systematically take refuge in him. They will sense to this Buddha's spiritual power to give all suffering. Their senses will be sharp and they will be wise and learned, constantly seeking the Supreme teachings. And meeting with the Buddha's Bodhisattvas, they will break forever through Mara's nets, smash the shell of delusion, drive the river of evictions, and thus escape all the worry and suffering of birth, old age and disease and death, Marifa Magician. There are sentient beings who love to quarrel, create schemes, and engage in legal disputes. They constantly make themselves and others suffer, creating and increasing all kinds of evil common with body, speech, and mind. They plot against one another without mercy, while invoking the spirits of mountains, forests, trees, and tubes. They kill sentient beings and use their flesh and blood to propitiate the Yaksha and Raksha demons. They may take advantage of various evil or deviant methods to harm others. However, if the victim succeed in hearing the name of the medicine Buddha, none of these evil practices can harm them. Moreover, everyone concerned will develop measurements and endeavoring to benefit and bring peace and joy to others. They will abandon their harmful thoughts and their hungry, spiteful minds, and all parties will be happy and satisfied with what they have. They will cease to encroach upon others, but will instead seek to benefit one another. Forever gesture within the full assembly of bhikshus, bhikshunis, obstacles and obstacles and yupskas, yupskas and yupsikas, as well as among men and women of pure faith, and there are those who are able to adhere to the 8 precepts for 4 years or for 3 months a year, dedicating this good route toward revolting the Western Pure Land of Amitabha, the Buddha of infinite life, so as to listen to the great Dharma. If the repose in the Pure Land is still uncertain, but they hear the name of Word and Medicine Buddha, then at the time of death, at great Bodhisattvas, namely Manjushri, Avalokiteshvara, Maha Samaprabha, Akashamati, Ratnakandana, Vishaya Raja, Vishara Sandagata, and Mithra, which unfold space and descend to show them the way. They will thereupon be reborn spontaneously, enjoy the flowers of many hues. Moreover, that those who are born in the celestial realms sense to hearing the name of Medicine Buddha, despite their birth in the celestial realm, the good rules as they are not exhausted, and thus they will not be born again on the evil path, When their lifespan in the celestial realms comes to an end, they may return to the human world as world-turning kings, ruling over the 4 continents around Mount Shumira. With awesome virtues and years, there were countless hundreds of thousands of sentient beings come onto the path of ten virtues. Or else, such a person will be born as a cashier, the ruling class, a Brahmins, a layman of great families with abundant wealth and overflowing granaries and storehouses. They will be adorned with noble virtues, numerous family members, and retainers, as well as intelligence, wisdom, bravery, vigor, and the imposing demeanor of great hero. Likewise, if there is any woman who hears and significantly hold fast to the name of Medicine Buddha, she will never again be born in the female form. Manjushri, after Medicine Buddha attained the Supreme Enlightenment, he realized by virtue of his backgrounds that sentient beings endure the various diseases. Some were the targets of black magic or various poisons, while others suffer short lives or untimely deaths. At that time, untimely days, other than seeking to put an end to this miseries and fulfill the desires of sentient beings. I entered a samadhi called eliminating all the suffering and addictions of sentient beings. Once he entered that samadhi, a brilliant light shone forth from his honor as he uttered the great dharani. As long as the medicine Buddha in his radiance, has uttered this dharani, the entire cosmos rumbled and shook. Brilliant light shone forth, allowing all sentient beings to escape disease and suffering and enjoy peace and happiness. Manjushri, if you come across any man or woman suffering on this, you should constantly cleanse him, bathe him, and rinse his mouth. You should single-mindedly recite this dharani 108 times on his behalf. Over his food, medicine, or water from which insects has been removed. Once he has consumed the food or drink, his illness and suffering will disappear. If the patient has a particular wish and single-mindedly recite this dharani, his wish will be fulfilled. He will be free of disease. He will be free of disease, enjoy a longer life, and days be born in the realm of the Medicine Buddha. He will then be beyond regeneration and eventually realize Supreme Enlightenment. Therefore, Manjushri, any man or woman who single-mindedly reposes and respectfully make offerings to the Medicine Buddha should constantly recite this dharani, never letting it out of his mind. Moreover, Manjushri, upon hearing the very name of the Medicine Buddha, lapis lazuli, radiant Tathagata Arhat, the perfectly enlightened, men and women of pure faith should recite and hold fast to this name. Each morning at dawn, having bathed themselves and cleansed their teeth, they should make offerings of fragrant flowers, incense, perfumes, and various kinds of music before an image of this Buddha. Furthermore, they should copy this ritual and have others do so, as well as single-mindedly recite it and listen to the explanations of its meaning. They should offer all their necessities for lives to the Dharani, to the Dharma masters who teach this ritual, making sure they lack nothing. In this way, devout men and women will be under the protection of the Buddhas. All their wishes will be fulfilled, and they will eventually realize Supreme Enlightenment. The Buddha Manjushri then respectfully addressed the Buddha, "O One, I vow that in a Dharma semblance age, I will use every skillful means to help men and women of pure faith hail the name of what Medicine Buddha. Medicine Buddha. Even in the sleep, I will awaken their consciousness with the name of the medicine of this Buddha. I will otherwise, if any devout person should read, recite, and have this future, a lecture upon it, explaining its meaning to others or copy it, or have others copy it, or if they should pay it the utmost reverence, adorning it with fragrant flowers, perfumes, incense powder, and sticks, garlands, necklaces, banners, canopies, dance, and music, and protecting with previous multicolored clothes. And if they should prepare a clean site, erect a high altar, and place the suture upon it, the four great celestial kings, the originals as well as countless hundreds of thousands of other divinities, will thereupon proceed to this place to make offerings and guard the suture. Well, otherwise, wherever this suture of a Buddha, this treasure of a Buddha has spread, and then there are people capable of upholding it. You should know that thanks to the Medicine Buddha's past found his virtues and the power of his name, the place will be freed of untimely days. In that place, there will no longer be evil demons or spirits to sap the vital energy of the people. Even if there were, and these devout men and women will recover, enjoying, enjoying good health and peace of mind. The Buddha then spoke to Manjushri, so be Manjushri. It is just as you say, if men and women of pure faith wish to make offerings to the world Medicine Buddha, they should first make an image of this Buddha and then place it upon a pure, clean altar. They should scatter all kinds of flowers, burn all varieties of incense, and adorn the place with banners and pennants. For 7 days and nights, they should adhere to the 8 precepts, consume only one pure food, bathe and fulfill themselves, put on clean, fresh clothing, and keep their minds undefiled, free from anger or malice. They should develop feelings of kindness, compassion, joy, and giving toward all sentient beings while bringing them benefits, peace, and happiness. They should play music and sing the praises of the Medicine Buddha while circumambulating his image in a rightward clockwise direction. Therefore, they should bear in mind his merits, virtues, and past vows while reading and reciting this sutra, reflecting on its meaning and explaining it to others. Whatever the wish that will then be fulfilled, whether it be longevity, wealth, or anything else, such as official positions or the birth of sons and daughters. Wherever, if any sentient being suddenly someone males and witness all kinds of evil omens, such as flocks of strange birds or hundreds of omens and signs throughout their homes, not only venerated the Medicine Buddha with all kinds of wonderful offerings and the non-males, evil omens and inauspicious signs will all disappear, no longer able to cause them harm. If any sentient beings are in favor of water, fire, knives, poison, falling over precipice, out with the vigorous, vicious beings such as wild elements, lions, tigers, wolves, bears, venomous snakes, scorpions, centipedes, millipedes, infectious mosquitoes, and gnats, and only single-mindedly recall and recite the name of Medicine Buddha while respectfully make offerings to him, and they will escape all these terrors. If a country should be subject to a foreign invasion, banditry, or rebellion, the inhabitants need only recall and recite the name of Medicine Buddha while paying homage to him, and all these calamities will likewise disappear. Moreover, Manjushri, there are men and women of pure faith who throughout their lives have not worshipped the deities, but have single-minded to take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, and uphold the precepts, the 5 or 10 lay precepts, the 400 Bodhisattva precepts, or the 350 bhikshus, or 500 bhikshuni precepts. However, if any of them have violated the precepts they have taken, and feel falling onto the evil path, they should concentrate on reciting the name of Medicine Buddha and respectfully make offerings to him. They will then certainly avoid rebels on the 3 evil paths. If women who experience extreme pain during childbirth can, with utmost sincerity, recite the name of Medicine Buddha, praise, venerate, and make offerings to him, they will be relieved of their suffering. The children born to them will be without defects, attractive in appearance, causing those who see them to rejoice. They will be endowed with keen senses and intelligence, along with a quiet disposition. They will seldom become ill, nor will evil spirits sap their vital energy. The word and one then asked the Nanda, after he exhausted the merits and virtues of the word and medicine Buddha, these merits and virtues and the extremely profound practices of the Buddhas, of all Buddhas, but are difficult to explain. Do you have faith in them or not? Ananda respectfully replied, a great virtues will unlearn. I do not have any doubts about the sutras preached by the Ananda respectfully replied. By the Tathagata, why? It is because the Tathagata's karma of body, speech, and mind are all pure. Oh, what when the sun and the moon may fall, Mount Shumira, the majestic kings of mountains, may tremble. But the words of the Buddhas can never change. Our only one sensation beings whose roots are faith are deficient. They hear of the sublime practices of the Buddhas and think, how can we obtain these merits, virtues, and great advantages just by reciting the name of the medicine Buddha alone? Because of this lack of faith, they even develop disparaging thoughts. That's forfeiting great benefits and remain in the long dark night of ignorance. They descend onto the evil paths, revolving along them without end. The Buddha then said to Ananda, if these sentient beings should hear the name of Lord Anamazing Buddha, immediately recite and hold fast to it, advantage without harboring doubts, then it will be impossible for them to think onto the evil path. Oh, Ananda, these extremely profound practices of Buddhists are difficult to believe in, difficult to understand, yet you are not able to accept them. You should realize that this is all due to the awesome power of the Tathagatas. Oh, Ananda, even the travelers, Brahmi Buddhas and Bodhisattvas who have reached the 10 ground stages cannot understand and believe in these truths. Only the disciples who are one lifetime away from Buddhahood can. Oh, Ananda, human rebirth is difficult to attain. However, to believe in, respect, and own the triple jewel is even more difficult. To hail the name of the word on the medicine Buddha is more difficult still. Ananda, the medicine Buddha has cultivated countless bodhisattva practices, employed countless skillful means, and made countless foraging vows. If I were to take a year or more to recount them, the young will come to an end before I could exhaustively describe all these wonderful practices, bounds, and skillfulness. At that time, great Bodhisattva assembly named Salvation rose from his seat, adjusted his robe to bear his right shoulder, knelt down his right knee, bowed, and with palm joined, respectfully addressed the Buddha. All great virtues will unwind. In the Dhamma semblances, there will be sentient beings who suffer numerous calamities, and they will sick and emaciated, unable to eat or drink. Their throats dry and limbs parched, their eyes see in darkness everywhere as the suns of disappear. They are surrounded by parents, family, friends, and are the ones who master the one for Dharma, weeping and lamenting. As such a patient lies in bed, he sees the messengers of Yama arrive to lead his conscience before this king of justice. Now all such beings have inborn spirits who record everything they do, both their transgressions and their merits. These spirits then present to the patient's entire report to King Yama. And then the king questioned the dying person and typhus is good and bad karma before descending upon his fate. If at that point the relatives and the one who dies who are proficient in wonderful dharma, at that time, the relatives and the ones who are proficient in one dharma of the patient are able to take refuge in the word of medicine Buddha on his behalf. Invite monks and nuns to recite this sutra, like 7-tiered lamps and hung multicolored longevity banners. His consciousness will return Then there are, and he will see himself clearly at the dream, or else after 7, 21, 35, or 49 days, when his consciousness returns as if awakening from dream, he will recall his good and bad karma and the consequences thereof. Consequences of thereof, having personally witnessed the consequences of karma, he will then again create evil karma even if his life is in danger. Therefore, man with no pure faith should uphold the name of Medicine Buddha, venerate and make offerings to him according to the means. Ananda then asked the Bodhisattvas of Asia, come on, how should we venerate and make offerings to the Buddha and Medicine Buddha, and how should we make the longevity balance and the longevity penance and the length? The Bodhisattvas of Asia replied, which is why, in order to help sentient beings, we help the patient recover. You should adhere to the 8 precepts for 7 days and nights. Make offerings of food, drink, and other necessities to a group of monks and nuns in accordance with your means. Pay homage and respectfully make offerings to the world ornaments and Buddha 6 times a day and recite the Sutra 49 times. You should light 49 lamps and make 7 images of Medicine Buddha and place 7 lamps, each as large as a count well. Before each image, letting them burn continually for 49 days and nights. You should also make multicolored banners of 49 hand lengths long. Furthermore, you should release 49 species of animals that spare their lives. The patient may then escape danger and will not be under the sway of evil demons, nor subject to untimely deaths. Moreover, Ananda, when the anointed Kashaya kings find themselves beset by the calamities such as epidemics, foreign invasion, internal insurrection, an adverse alignment of the stars, eclipse of the sun of the moon, unseasonable storms, or failure of the monsoons. They should develop the compassionate violence toward all sentient beings. They should also pardon prisoners, present and make offerings to the world ornaments and Buddha in accordance with the rites described earlier. Thanks to these good roots and the power of the Medicine Buddha's bounds, peace and stability will immediately return to the affected country. The rains and winds will be favorable, crops will be ripe on time, and everyone will be healthy and happy. The country will be free of evil demons out to harm the populace. All the evil omens will immediately disappear, and these anointed Kashya kings will enjoy greater longevity and vitality by appearance, as well as greater health and freedom than ever before. Will enjoy greater longevity and vitality, final appearance, as well as greater health and freedom than ever before. Oh, Ananda, the queens, consorts, princesses, royal heirs, great ministers, court ladies, officials, commoners who suffer disease and other misfortunes should also make offerings to the Medicine Buddha. They should make multicolored colors, many-color longevity banners, lamps, ensure that they burn continually, liberate all kinds of animals, scatter flowers of various colors, and burn various kinds of incense renowned for their fragrance. They will then recover from disease and escape misfortune. Ananda then asked the Bodhisattva patient, how can an invariant lifespan be lessened? The Bodhisattva patient replied, virtuous one did not hear the Tathagata explain the 9 forms of timely things. I would urge everyone to make longevity banners, lamps, and cultivate merits and virtues. Thanks to such cultivation, they will escape suffering and misfortune throughout their lives. Ananda further asked what are 9 forms of untimely days. The Bodhisattva sufficient replied, some sentient beings contract a minor illness with goes untreated for lack of a physician or medicine, or else, even though there is a physician, he prescribes the wrong medicine, causing premature death. Or the patients believe in the false pronouncements of earthly demons, heretics, or practitioners of black magic, made panic, unable to calm their minds. They can then engage in divination or perform annual sacrifices in order to propitiate the spirits, bring blessings and longevity, all in vain. Through ignorance, confusion, and reliance on wrong imputed views, they meet with untimely death and sink into the hells. The hells with no end in sight. This is the first form of untimely death. The second form is execution by royal decree. The third is losing one's vitality to the demons through hunting, gambling, de de debauchery, drunkenness, or extreme dispassion. The fourth is death by fire. The fifth is death by drowning. The sixth is being devoured by wild animals. The seventh is falling off a mountain or cliff. The eighth is death by poison, incantation, if matches a demon raised from the dead, the ninth is from hunger, thirst, lack of food. These are the 9 forms of untimely death mentioned by the selectors. There are also countless other forms, which are too numerous to describe. Moreover, Nanda King Yama is responsible for keeping the karmic riches of everyone in the world. These ancient beings have been unfamiliar, committed to found cardinal signs, disparaging the tribute of broken the laws of the land, violated the major precepts. King Yama would mete out the punishment according to the infraction. Therefore, I urge sentient beings to let land, make bonus, liberate animals, and cultivate merit in order to avoid the suffering and misfortune. At that time, there were 12 powerful Yaksha generals in the great assembly named Yubira, Vara, Mihira, Andira, Anila, Sandila, Indra, Prara, Makura, Sindula, Kantura, and Vikarala. It was accompanied by a retinue of 7,000 yakshas. They all raised their voices in unison and said respectfully to the Buddha, "Will anyone today, thanks to the Buddha's awesome power, we have succeeded in hearing the name of Medicine Buddha and a longer affair descending onto the evil path together with Brahmanta. We take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha for the rest of our lives and pledge to support all sentient beings, bringing them genuine benefits to enjoy. Wherever this usually circulates, or wherever there are sentient beings who hold fast in the name of Medicine Buddha and respectfully make offerings to him, whether in villages, towns, or kingdoms, or in the wilderness, we will all protect them. We will release them from all suffering and calamities and see to it that all the wishes are fulfilled. Sentient beings afflicted by disease, calamity, and wishing to escape should also read and recite this. They should note our names with multicolored strands, untying them when their wishes are fulfilled. Therefore, Buddhist community praised the great Yaksha generals with these words: good indeed, great Yaksha generals. Those of you who wish to repay the benevolence and the virtues of what unmentioned Buddha should always benefit and bring joy to all sentient beings in this way. Ananda then asked the Buddha, what should we call this teaching and how should we adhere to it and put it into practice? Buddhist community replied to Ananda, this teaching is called the past vows, merits, and virtues of the medicine Buddha, or the dharana of the vows of the 12 yaksha generals to benefit the sentient beings, or eradicating of all karmic obstacles. You should uphold it as such. When Buddhist community finishes speaking, the great Bodhisattvas as well as the great Shravaka's kings, ministers, Brahmins, they present devils, Nagas, Yakshas, Gandharvas, Ashuras, Garudas, Kinnaras, Maharajas, and other human and non-human beings, all rejoice at the Buddha's words. They faithfully accepted them and put them into practice. Sutra of the Medicine Buddha, life is Leslie, Regent Tathagata, his past vows, merits, and virtues. Homage to the Medicine Buddha's great assembly of Buddhists and Bodhisattvas. Homage to the Medicine Buddha's great assembly of Buddhists and Bodhisattvas. Homage to Shakyamuni Buddha. Homage to Achaimenta Ben. Thank you for listening. So that's all for this afternoon. Yeah, we take 3/4 to finish it. Yeah, it's very fast. Thank you for listening and catch up next time. Bye bye.